Good afternoon, everybody. Peace on the Lord's Sabbath day. I'm Brother Zachariah. I'll be your reader today, and your teacher for today be Brother Danny. So I now turn to Brother Danny. It's on. It's on. I got it on. Yeah. All right. Like I was saying, my name is Brother Zachariah. I'll be your reader today, and the teacher today is Brother Danny. So I'd like to turn it over to Brother Danny.
Thank you, Brother Zachariah, for the introduction. And I want to thank the choir for the music. And I just want to say welcome to everybody here in the house of Jacob today. And to give you the title of today's lesson is, Jesus, the Lion of Judah, the Shepherd of the Sheep. And what we are going to do in this lesson, we're going to show you that Jesus is the Lion of Judah. We're going to show you that he is the shepherd of the sheep as well. And we're going to show you that the book started to talk about this all the way back in Genesis. It didn't start, when Jesus came in the flesh. It didn't tell us it didn't start like in Revelation chapter 22 when it tells us that Jesus is the Lion of Judah. Or it did not start that he is the shepherd when he spoke about it in John the 10th chapter. But it was spoken of all the way back in Genesis, and we're going to take you all the way back to Genesis and bring you all the way down to Revelations and just help you to understand when he spoke about it in Genesis as to who it was really referring to. So now we are going to begin this lesson in Revelation chapter 5. And we'll begin reading at verse 1. Revelation 5. And we're going to start it out in verse 1. And you find here in this 5th chapter of Revelations that the master was sitting on the throne. And he had, by the master I mean the Father, and he had a book in his hand that was sealed with 7 seals, and there was nobody that was found worthy to open the book and loose the seals thereof until the Lamb came along, which we understand as Jesus. Let's start reading at verse 1. Revelations 5 and verse 1. Okay, go ahead and read, brother.
And I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within and on the backside, sealed with 7 seals. And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, Who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof? And no man in heaven, nor in earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. And I wept much, because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither to look thereon. And one of the elders said unto me, Weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, had prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof.
And so the Lion of the tribe of Judah and the root of David has prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof. Let's go over to the 22nd chapter of Revelation, and we want to read verse 16. Revelations 22, and we will begin reading at verse 16, just to show you who this root of David is, that is also the Lion of Judah. Let's begin reading at the 16th verse, Revelation 22 and verse 16. Okay? Go ahead and read.
I, Jesus, have sent my angel to testify unto you these things in the churches.
And he said, I, Jesus, have sent my angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. Go ahead and read.
I am the root and the offspring of David, and the bright and morning star.
And he said he is the root and the offspring of David and the bright morning star. So now we understand who this root of David is, that is also called the Lion of Judah. It is none other than Jesus. So, there's much teaching contrary to that. You have some that teach Haile Selassie is the Lion of Judah. But the book is very clear here that it is Jesus that is the Lion of Judah, and he is the root of David. Let's go further now. Let's go over and pick up this Lion of Judah in Genesis. Let's go back to Genesis 49, and we'll begin reading at verse 1. We want to pick it up at verse 1. Then we want to skip down to verse 9. Genesis chapter 49, and we'll begin reading at verse 1. Just show you what this line of Judah is going to do. So now, well, this is the first place you find about this line that came out of Judah all the way back here in Genesis chapter 49. And we read it all the way over in Revelation. Now, I'll start reading at Genesis 49. Read that first verse. Then I want you to skip down to verse 9, 49 and 1. Go ahead, read.
And Jacob called unto his sons, and said, Gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
Now he said, gather yourselves. He called unto his sons. He had 12 sons, and out of these 12 sons came the 12 tribes of Israel that made up the nation of Israel. Now he said, gather your sons together, and I will tell you what will befall you in the latter days. So this is stuff that would carry all the way down to the latter day. Not all the way back in Jacob's day, but in the latter day. Now, skip down to verse 9, and we're going to pick up Judah here. Go ahead and read.
Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up.
Go ahead.
He stooped down. He crouched as a lion, and as an old lion. Who shall rouse him up?
Now, this lion here that came out of Judah, this is Jesus that we're dealing with here, and we're going to show you that clearly as we get a little further into this. But now, he says, Judah, you are a lion's whelp, and he crouches down. Go ahead and read verse 10. Go ahead.
The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come.
Go ahead.
And unto him shall the gathering of the people be.
Now he said, the scepter, which is the royal staff. That's what the king carried. It said, it shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet until Shiloh come. And unto him will be the gathering of the people. Now this Shiloh, this is Jesus here. And notice what it said about this this young lion here, that he is going to gather the people. Go ahead and continue reading.
Binding his foal unto the vine.
Now we'll get back to that later. Let's go now to Luke chapter 13, and let's pick it up at verse 34. Let's get some plain language here as to who it is that's going to gather the people. So, we're reading about this lion that's out of Judah, and unto him will be the gathering of the people. Let's get some plain language here. Let's go to Luke chapter 13. And we will pick it up at verse 34. Luke 13, and we'll begin at verse 34. Just so we can get some plain language here as to who it is that's going to gather the people, then we can better understand who this line of Judah is. Let's start reading at verse 34. Go ahead and read.
O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, which killeth the prophets.
Now he's talking about Israel. He's talking about the nation of Israel.